So hi guys, I'm Filey and I just won our global games match with Team Czech Republic, and I wanted to give you some advice on how to pick and ban and how to use percentages in general. So we post a lot of percentage stuff like on Twitter, and people are wondering how did we get those percentages. So I wanted to show you, and yeah, we'll talk about it a little more. So first, how did we get the percentages of the certain decks? So usually we just take the global statistics and we discuss with the teammates and agree on some stuff. So let's say warrior against mage. This warrior should have 65% against mage. I kind of made up these numbers, so let's not believe what you would have in this table, but how you get that is, for example, you look at HS replay, you see warrior against mage is 60%, and we're like, yeah, that's kind of skillful. With if the warrior is good, then it has a little bit more, so we add some percentages to that, and that's how we get all these numbers in this table. Then what the number on the right side means, or this one, or the number below the table means, these ones. These are the win rates, the average win rates of all the decks that the opponent has or that I have. So below it's opponent, on the right it's me. So this is just average of the decks that of the deck that I have. So this is the warrior's average win rate against the opponent's decks. This is the warlock's average win rate, and so on. This number below shows the win rate of all my decks, the average one against all the opponent's decks. So now in this particular table, me versus opponent should be almost 51% average win rate for me. So I'm slightly favored, but not very much. All right, so how should you approach the banning? I would say that there are like major differences in Conquest, LHS, and HGG. For HGG, the table is very big. There is 9 classes on each side, so it's very complicated, and the pick and ban phase is very long. So let's skip to Conquest and LHS now, and there we can show it pretty simpler. So Conquest first. In Conquest, the main thing you have to keep in mind is that one of your decks needs to, like each of your decks needs to win at least once. So there needs to be at least one good matchup for each of your decks. So let's look here, and we can see that our Warlock is pretty bad against the opponent in general. It has 40% in average, and on top of that, it has only one good matchup, and that's Druid. So we should focus on this deck to make sure it has a chance to win. So we never ban Druid, and we choose between the other classes, and then we can look at the other lists or other decks. Then Rogue has 2 good matchups. That's okay. Hunter has 3 good matchups. That's okay, and Warrior has 2 good matchups as well. That's okay. So now we can only focus on the Warlock, and we can see that we can choose between his Warlock and between his Mage, because it are the strongest decks. And here the Mage is a little bit stronger, and also it has a better matchup against our Warlock. So in Conquest we should ban Mage. Now it gets a little bit different in LHS. In LHS we need to make sure there is no deck for the opponent that has all the good matchups. So if we look here, the opponent has Mage and Warlock, again, as the dangerous decks. But here, Mage has 2 matchups that are not very favorable for him. It's the Warrior and Hunter from us, right? But on the other hand, the Warlock, if our opponent bans Rogue, then the Warlock is kind of free. It has very good matchups against Warrior, Warlock, and Hunter. So what we should do is definitely ban Warlock. That's how you get the difference in ban. And I kind of make all these tables between matches again in the tournaments, also in the online stuff, in the online cups. Yeah, so if you really wanna get the edge in any of your series, you can just get this done just before the match and think a lot about it. Think what can happen, what can go wrong, what the opponent will ban, why would he do that, and yeah, this stuff can help you. So I hope this was useful for you. I hope you can utilize this in your play. And yeah, that's all for me. Hope you'll cheer for us in the next matches in the global games, and also for Copenhagen Flames as we approach the next season. We're gonna rock that. Bye. Thank you for watching.